this crash now. The Thomasville Police Department is asking for prayers and support as they grieve.
We've got some breaking news right now. The Alabama Department of Corrections has canceled a $1 billion contract with healthcare provider YesCare and selected a Birmingham-based company to provide comprehensive medical care in ADOC facilities. Our Alabama political correspondent Jessica Umbro is joining us now from the Capitol studio. Jessica, why is this catching some lawmakers by surprise?
Well, it's because this contract was supposed to run through September of next year, so it's ending nearly a year and a half early. The ADOC shared that news during a Joint Prison Committee meeting here in Montgomery just hours ago. This contract cancellation follows YesCare's failure to pay staff on time just earlier this month. This contract was signed in 2023, and at the time, lawmakers did question YesCare's financial history and ongoing lawsuits. Today, the ADOC says it's under an emergency health care contract with NAFCare, but offered few details on what services will look like during the switch.
It's an emergency contract with NAFCare. We want to make sure that the population get the care in which they should receive. So we want to make sure we move in that expeditiously.
We can't run YesCare's employees out and then replace.
No, sir.
Oh, so
no, sir. No, sir.
NAFCare will assume.
It will be a sprinkling of probably leadership, but the core of the boots on the ground will be there for the transition.
In a statement, NAFCare says that it plans to retain and hire all YesCare staff members to ensure a smooth transition, which they say should be done by May 3rd. We're working to get more information from the governor's office, the ADOC, and YesCare on this sudden decision. Live in Montgomery, Jessica Umbro, Fox 10 News.
Representative England says he hasn't seen the emergency contract yet, and England is also a member of the Contract Review Committee. Well, gas prices are holding steady. This is according to AAA. A gallon of regular is about $4.02, less from yesterday and short-lived as prices are already creeping back up. A global benchmark with a Brent crude at $100 a barrel, a change that is coming as Iran fired on 3 ships today and seized 2 of them a day after the president extended a ceasefire while keeping a blockade on Iranian ports. A standoff is driving global oil prices and pushing up the cost of gas, food, and other goods. Iran is demanding that the U.S. lift the blockade before any new talks, while the White House says there's no deadline for a deal.
Escalation in the war with Iran. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps taking control of 2 ships in the Strait of Hormuz, just hours after President Donald Trump backed down from his threats and extended the ceasefire. Brian Abel has the latest from Washington.
Iran's Revolutionary Guard say they've seized 2 ships in the Strait of Hormuz and moved them to Iranian waters, while Iran state media says a 3rd Greek-owned vessel is now disabled off Iran's coast after reportedly being targeted by the IRGC. The claim's not independently verified, but the UK's Maritime Traffic Organization previously said 2 container ships were hit by fire.
Now they are basically a bargaining chip for the Iranians. They're coming into these potential talks with ships in their possession.
The escalations come hours after the ceasefire deadline between the U.S. and Iran was set to expire. But by Tuesday afternoon, President Donald Trump announced he would extend the ceasefire at the request of Pakistan until Iran submits a proposal and talks conclude, quote, one way or the other, calling Iran's government seriously fractured following the U.S.'s targeted attacks on leadership.
The problem is that through these decapitation campaigns and the fact that Mujtaba is seriously injured, there isn't a final decider.
Trump didn't offer a new deadline, though sources say he plans to give Iran a limited time frame for a unified proposal. While the ceasefire continues with the ball now in Iran's courts and a resolution unclear.
I think we're at a very precarious position and it could go either way, really.
The U.S. says it will continue its naval blockade of Iranian vessels in the Strait of Hormuz, action that Tehran says must end before Iran will negotiate. In Washington, Brian Abel reporting.
Let's take you outside where you can see downtown Mobile. Traffic is moving smoothly. Some cloud cover in the sky. Been a little bit overcast, but so far, places I've been, I haven't seen any showers out there.
I saw some. I did. Sorry, I was distracted. I did see some rain driving over this. It was very light, not nearly enough. You know, again, I'm out there watering the garden again. There was a slight shower, though.
Yeah, so we have some rain. Some places are getting some decent downpours. We're actually seeing quite a number of showers out there right now. Let's look at radar, and there's a lot of activity to keep track of here this afternoon. You can see some rain near Lucedale, showers around Mobile, Theodore, Irvington, getting some rain in the south part of Mobile County, Baldwin County. We've seen our share of rain in Daphne and Spanish Fort. All that activity is moving up past Bay Minette now and moving into northern Baldwin County, and the Panhandle is getting quite a bit as well. So let's look at some of these individual thunderstorms right now. Some of these are producing lightning and thunder. Others, they're just showers. We've got some heavy downpours that just came through Irvington. That was a nice little downpour there. It is weakening as it moves up along Theodore and Highway 90 here. It is tracking up Hillcrest Road and up towards Schillinger. So we do have some rain over West Mobile. We'll see how well this thing holds together. We're also getting some light rain along I-65 right now. And checking it out in Sims right now, pretty good little downpour there. Getting some showers Agricola and out towards Lucedale. Those are a little heavier. Back up into Baldwin we go. Most of the rain around Daphne and Spanish Fort starting to wind down. Still a shower or two around Loxley, but quite a bit of rain in northern Baldwin County here. And then we're getting some beneficial rain across the Panhandle as well. Northern Santa Rosa County and northern Okaloosa County with quite a bit of shower activity. How much longer will this rain hang around? Well, the Futurecast says that it's going to lift to the north and more into the inland spots around 7 p.m. By 9 or 10 o'clock, this should be winding down for the evening. But we had a little precursor to what's to come, which are more opportunities for scattered showers and some thunderstorms. We'll look at those chances in your complete forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Jason. Some scary moments for students on 2 campuses this afternoon.
Absolutely. St. Paul's Episcopal School and Spring Hill College forced to take precautions following a possible threat. Brendan Kirby is in the studio with the latest.
Brendan, this was determined not to be credible, though.
Yeah, that's right, Shelby and Lenise. There was a heavy law enforcement presence, but officers eventually cleared both campuses and things returned to normal. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office tells us that investigators have detained a woman. They say that she made threats to kill children, stating, "All kids deserve to die a sinner's death." The Sheriff's Office Special Operations Division assisted the Mobile Police Department in locating the woman at Spring Hill Oaks condominiums on Old Shell Road. Both schools sent out messages. St. Paul's told families that the school had entered a precautionary shelter in place because of what it characterized as an event at nearby Spring Hill College. St. Paul's said that it determined that there was no threat to students, but that it was acting, quote, out of an abundance of caution. Spring Hill College, meanwhile, told its students that it acted after receiving information that a nearby school had gone into lockdown. The college said that it continued to operate as normal, but was monitoring the situation. The college said that it determined the threat was not credible. Mobile Police Department's Major Crimes Division responded and continues to investigate. Mobile Police now have taken over the case. No arrests have been made at this point. Reporting live in the studio, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.
All right, we do have some rain-slick roads. We had some showers in this area earlier around Daphne, and now things are drying up a little bit, but some dark clouds over Mobile with showers back off to the west. We are looking at a couple of areas where we have some delays with travel, but nothing terrible despite the wet road conditions in some places. We are traveling off towards the west, westbound on I-10 towards Mobile with a little bit of a medium traffic flow there. The tunnel eastbound looks really good. You will run into delays around the Wilcox Road exit from there all the way to the Florida line. We are looking at slow travel on I-10 eastbound today. It does look better around Pensacola. I'll have another check of radar, and we'll look ahead at your forecast and future rain chances coming up.
Sounds good, Jason. Volunteers with a Florida nonprofit are making their way across the state. It's in recognition of Sexual Assault Awareness Month. The Lawrence Kids Foundation is in the home stretch of this year's Walk in My Shoes. It's a 1,500-mile journey that started in Key West and ends in Tallahassee in May. Today, around 100 people joining for the 7-mile walk that started at the Gulf Coast Kids House in Pensacola. Organizers are looking to recognize survivors of sexual assault while educating the community about the resources out there.
Survivors can become thrivers. You don't have to suffer in silence. At any point in time in your journey, if you are a survivor, you can receive free services at the Rape Crisis Program or the Child Advocacy Center here in your community, and it is an incredible resource.
Coming up later tonight at 5, you will hear from some of the other participants about why they chose to come out and walk today.
And still ahead here at 4, after falling off of a ladder, a man in Mobile County now has a severe brain injury. We're going to explain his family's fight as he recovers and what they say is standing in the way when Fox 10 News at 4 returns.
After a devastating slip off a ladder, a family is fighting to keep a husband and father's recovery on track.
Alma Bryant head women's basketball coach Elena Peacock says insurance limits are now standing in the way of her husband's critical speech therapy. He's been trying to relearn how to walk and talk.
Our Claudia Nichols spoke with him.
Hey, baby. His quality of life is literally in the insurance's hands.
Anything can change in a moment.
Tonight, one devastating accident changed everything, and now this family is in the fight of their life to help a husband and father recover.
John.
Peacock.
That's right.
Elena Peacock, the head women's basketball coach at Alma Bryant, lives with her husband, John Peacock, a self-employed contractor, and their 2 sons, JC and Easton. On November 10th, a split-second accident turned their world upside down. Elena says John and JC were remodeling a home when she got a call from her son.
He called and he said, Mama, Daddy's had an accident. He's being flown. It's bad.
I still believe that I was there but God put me there for a reason.
Elena says John fell off a 4-foot ladder and hit his head on the floor.
It hit just right to do the most damage.
JC says he quickly called for help. John was life-flighted to the Ascension Sacred Heart in Pensacola. Elena rushed to get to his side.
And I said, I need to know, is my husband alive? And he said, yes, but he is fighting.
Elena says they later learned he suffered a severe traumatic brain injury.
I went in the corner and got his clothes and just held on to him and cried in the clothes because I didn't want him to hear me.
She says John was in a coma for nearly a month before he was transferred to Brooks Rehabilitation Hospital in Jacksonville, Florida, where he began showing signs of movement.
They made us come home February 20th because they said, what insurance is going to be pushing us out.
Now John is back home, reunited with his family. But the weight of his recovery has fallen on his family's shoulders as they try to help him learn how to walk and talk again.
Do it, Daddy, do it.
Elena and the boys are doing everything possible to help John form words and sentences.
Spoons. Since he can't really use a lot of words, it really does take a bit to try to figure out what he's saying and what he really means.
But the road hasn't been easy.
I'm going to give him everything he needs, but I'm not trained to do it.
Elena says their insurance through Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama allows 30 days a year for speech therapy. And right now, John is getting 2 45-minute sessions a week. Because of the severity of his injury, she's fighting for more, pushing for therapy 5 days a week.
If you know anything about severe traumatic brain injury, you know that getting the rehab, getting it in the first 2 years, especially right now, we had just hit month 5, is critical.
On top of the emotional and physical toll of one of the most life-altering moments this family has ever faced, the Peacocks are now battling something else. Time. Time for more rehab, time for more recovery, time John may not be able to afford to lose.
He has fought in his, will to live. And so to rip all that rehab away, I absolutely did not want that.
And And that was our Claudia Nichols reporting. Of course, we reached out to Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama with questions about standard protocol for speech therapy and rehabilitation after a severe traumatic brain injury.
And we also asked how those services are determined and whether there are any exceptions or appeals for patients who need more intensive therapy. We're still waiting for a response.
All right, looking outside right now, we've had some raindrops on the lens of the camera there. Not a lot downtown Mobile, but some parts of the area have seen some beneficial showers today, and this worked out nicely. We've had rain in the forecast here on Fox 10 for this afternoon for a couple of days. We didn't think it would be a widespread event. Not everybody was going to see it, but some spotty, scattered showers starting to pop up around the area, and that is exactly what's happening right now. So let's look at radar. Couple of things. Still some rain in South Mobile County now from Alabama Port up past Fowl River into Irvington. A lot of this is lighter. The colors on the radar are more green. There's not as many yellows and reds in it, so there are not a lot of heavy downpours. All the rain that was happening earlier around Daphne, Spanish Fort is now over for now, but we are getting some showers north of I-10, northern Baldwin County, and most of the panhandle north of I-10 is seeing a good bit of scattered shower activity this afternoon. We've had a couple of lightning strikes with this too. We're not expecting severe weather, but we have had some rumbles. And right now it looks like rain along Bellingrath Road and down DIP, and that's moving up into Theodore. We've got some showers there around the Rangeline Road area. We also have a shower that's popping up here around Cottage Hill. You can see a little bit of yellow in it right there. And then further up, not a lot of rain in downtown, maybe some light showers in Midtown. We've seen some rain, some showers around the Sims area. We've got another one that's firing off a little further to the south down Snow Road, just to the west of Mobile Regional Airport. Rain for Lucedale. Baldwin County seeing those showers right now, and it stretches over to Admore. This is pretty widespread, northern Santa Rosa County. And we're kind of getting into the area where we're in that extreme drought. So anything is welcome. And we've got some happy yards out there. We've got some places where we've picked up some showers. A lot of places are seeing less than 1/10 of an inch of rain, but there will be some communities that get lucky and see a quarter or half an inch of rain before it's all said and done this afternoon. The Futurecast lifts the rain to the north and weakens it by 9 p.m. So we don't expect it to hold together all that well. There's just been a little bit of a brief opportunity for this moisture to interact with some daytime heating, get these showers fired up. Tomorrow we have a lower rain chance. It looks like clear conditions for tomorrow, sunny skies at lunchtime and into the afternoon. If we see rain at all, I'd put our rain chance at about 10% inland and not expecting showers along the coast tomorrow. We will start moistening back up though on Friday, and look at that. Friday afternoon, we could see a similar situation to what we've seen today, where we have some scattered showers around the area. Our Futurecast is showing that as well on the wider view. The European model shows quite a bit in the way of showers on Friday, and then into Saturday, another day where we're likely going to see a fair number of showers and some possible thunderstorms in the area. Our rain chance is at 60% on Saturday. It will be a little bit drier on Sunday. You can see not much going on there, and Monday also looks quieter, but there'll be more opportunities next week. So we're starting to see rain. Look at that in the Tuesday forecast even. Occasionally getting some showers in the forecast. 81 for tomorrow, partly cloudy. Widely scattered showers on Friday, a 30% chance, a high of 82. A good chance of rain Saturday at 50%, and then we have isolated showers Sunday, Monday, but back to scattered rain on Tuesday. At least there's a chance of rain at times in our area over the next 7 days.
We will take it because we surely need it. All right, check this out now. The Gulfarium Care Center holding its first sea turtle release of the season this morning.
You are looking at several sea turtles who are patients at the Care Center, including Cheez-It, Crater, Galileo, Pipsqueak, and Taki.
I like those names.
Yeah, especially Taki. The turtles were successfully treated for injuries ranging from illness to hook and line incidents.
The Gulfarium Care Center has rescued and rehabilitated hundreds of sea turtles since 2015. If you encounter a sea turtle in distress, report it to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Immediately, do not touch it. Let them handle it. Come out and take them to safety.
I've never been to one of these releases before. A friend of mine, though, volunteers avidly. Have you been to one?
I have not, but look at all the people that are watching along there.
Imagine. So how long do you think it takes? Right? For the turtle to get back out to the water.
Not super long.
All right. Still ahead, it is the 35th anniversary of Silence of the Lambs. Find out when you can catch a special screening of the award-winning movie when Fox News at 4 returns.
The Fox 10 Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to flag United States of America and to the republic to which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for justice for all.
The Fox 10 Pledge of Allegiance.
Today for your free in-home.
Well, the reality series, The Secret Life of Mormon Wives, is set to resume production on season 5.
However, Taylor Frankie, Paul, and Dakota Mortensen will not be returning. According to People, the show was set to resume filming this week.
In March, police in Utah opened a domestic assault investigation involving the ex-couple, but prosecutors declined to pursue charges against either. People says it did not immediately receive comments from Hulu or representatives for Paul or Mortensen. This has just been an unfortunate and sad fiasco that has continuously gone on. I watched the show. I was going to watch The Bachelor when she was supposed to be the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
And now, of course, they've pulled the plug. She's no longer going to be on the show. I liked her, but of course, you just can't. Any domestic violence situation involving children, you got to pull the plug. I think the right thing was done in that sense.
And so since you have to wait for that to come back, you'll have time to watch the animated series of Stranger Things, which is coming out Thursday.
Okay.
So there's a win for you.
Okay. Something lighter for sure.
Yes. All right. Only 3 movies have ever swept the top 5 categories at the Academy Awards: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Actress, and Screenplay.
Now one of them is returning to theaters. Let's go to David Daniel with more.
We're interviewing all the serial killers now in custody for a psychobehavioral profile.
Who's the subject?
The psychiatrist Hannibal Lecter.
Quid pro quo. It's the 35th anniversary of The Silence of the Lambs. Special screenings of the iconic Oscar-winning film are taking place Sunday, April 26th and Wednesday, April 29th. Check fathomentertainment.com for locations and showtimes. Juliana Margulies is headed to Paradise. The ER and The Good Wife star is joining the cast of Paradise for that show's 3rd season. She's coming off a run on another streaming series, The Morning Show. My Hero Academia is hitting the road. The U.S. tour of My Hero Academia in Concert, featuring highlights from the anime series set to the music of a live ensemble, launches September 12th in New Mexico, the first of 36 scheduled U.S. performances coast to coast. Tour dates and more info at myheroacademiainconcert.com. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
I have watched some anime. That's one show I haven't watched. Michael B. Jordan, I think that's one of his favorites.
Okay.
So I might watch it. Not for that reason.
Our producer Victoria says it has a good soundtrack.
She did say that.
There you go.
So maybe that would be the reason. Next up, we're going to dive into some of the big breaking stories we're working on for your most local news at 5.
Also, this story.
Before I put 32, it's getting full, but right now I put 45 bucks to full gas on my car.
Yeah, the pinch at the pump is changing how drivers are managing their money. Are sharing some ways that you can save on gasoline. We'll have the tips when we come back.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 News.
Welcome back in. It's 4:33 and our crews are putting the finishing touches on breaking news updates and follow-ups for Fox 10 News at 5.
We have a lot to talk about. First, Baldwin County Sheriff's Office unveiling new information regarding a cold case from 30 years ago. We'll break down the details for you tonight at 5. And then Brenton Fellers, known as the TikTok trickster, is behind bars in Baldwin County. We spoke with the police chief in Spanish Fort on this arrest and what it means. We'll have that tonight. And then Fox 10 News is getting a look at Moz's new recreation facility at Big Creek Lake. It's restoring public access while aiming to protect the drinking water. We'll take you there and let you know what local fishermen are saying. That's all coming up tonight on Fox 10 News at 5.
All right, looking out there right now, we got some light rain showers that have happened in parts of the area, and this is from the McGowan Park area where we're seeing some rain right now. We've got light showers going on at the Fox 10 studio. That's a Fox 10 News tower cam. And taking a look at what we're tracking with this on our Fox 10 Gulf Stream, we have your forecast, of course, under the storm tracker section here. And you can see Nicholas was talking about scattered showers this afternoon, and we're seeing those. So this is no surprise to us and no surprise to you if you were watching Fox 10. We also have a couple of updates on the drought, one with meteorologist Matt Barentine, another one that I did on a long-range pattern shift that could bring in some much needed rain by the weekend and into the first of next week. This is all available for free on our Fox 10 Gulf Stream streaming platform that's available for your smart TV. All right, here's what we're seeing with the latest here on satellite radar. It's been an active afternoon, mainly showers, occasional rumbles of thunder mixed in with this, but let's go on a little radar tour here and check it out. And first of all, kind of taking a close look here, the colors on radar are generally green, which means light to moderate rain. Occasionally, we're seeing some pockets where we have a little bit of yellow in it and red, meaning higher reflectivity and some heavier downpours. And those are the areas that may pick up a quick quarter of an inch of rain. And checking it out right now, there are those showers around McGowan Park we showed you on our live picture. It's raining pretty good along I-65 and up into Spring Hill right now. We're seeing showers crossing Highway 98, and some of that rain is building towards Midtown and downtown. It's really not raining much in downtown Mobile yet. We're also still seeing some showers to the south down near Fowl River. That rain is light, and we've had a couple of rounds of rain around Sims. We've got another one coming up on the east side of Big Creek Lake. And then checking out Loosedale right now, we're getting showers here in George County. No lightning, no thunder, but some rain. Baldwin County is quiet after a pretty good little downpour in the Spanish Fort and Daphne area earlier. Showers up to Tensas, and most of the Panhandle is wet right now north of Interstate 10. If you're north of Highway 90 from Milton northward or around Crestview, you've been getting numerous showers out there. Most of this activity is popping up along Highway 29, Highway 97, and is well north of Destin and Pensacola. So that's an update on radar. We'll check out your forecast coming up.
All right, Jason, thank you. Air travel could soon face disruptions again if Congress does not act. That's the warning from the Department of Homeland Security. DHS Secretary Markwayne Mullin telling Fox News the agency could run out of money to pay workers, including TSA agents, as early as the first week of May. Right now, they're being paid with money from President Trump's domestic policy bill after he issued an executive order last month. But those funds are about to dry up. Congress is still gridlocked on the issue. Senate Republicans hope to push funding through reconciliation, a process that would allow them to pass it with a simple majority.
All right. Well, you know, that trip you plan on taking over the summer could be considerably more if you're flying. United Airlines upping the cost of flights by as much as 20% this summer. The airline saying demand has remained strong, which means flyers are willing to pay the higher costs. Of course, the company also pointed to jet fuel prices being higher, saying it needs to pass some of that expense to its customers.
And speaking of gas prices, they're squeezing household budgets. A new survey finds many Americans are already cutting back, and more say high prices will hit hard. In today's Watching Your Wallet, consumer investigator Crease Jackman breaks down the findings and ways to save at the pump.
From Arizona,
I feel like 20 up. I think it was like halfway. I can't really afford it.
To Virginia.
Before I put 32, it's getting full, but right now I put 45 bucks to full gas on my car.
Many drivers are feeling the pinch when they fill up their tanks. Matt Schultz, Chief Consumer Finance Analyst at LendingTree, says higher gas prices are already affecting how some Americans manage their money.
Anytime something as fundamental as gas prices or grocery prices too go up, it's a big deal, and people have to make adjustments to make sure that they're in a position to handle it financially.
A LendingTree survey found 31% say they've changed the way they spend or save because of rising fuel costs. And among people with a gas-powered vehicle, 62% say if gas prices stay high for a month or longer, it would significantly impact their finances.
But the truth is that so many people's budgets are pretty tight, and there's just not a lot of financial wiggle room.
If higher gas prices are straining your budget, Schultz says start by shopping around. Compare prices in your area to see whether a different station could save you money. He also says some drivers may benefit from a credit card with gas rewards, but only if they can pay the balance in full.
Gas station branded credit cards in particular, like a lot of other retail credit cards, have really, really high interest rates.
With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Carice Jackman.
Amazon is coming out with a new program aimed at expanding access to popular GLP-1 drugs. Amazon One Medical integrates obesity treatments into routine care, combining virtual and in-person visits, prescriptions, and pharmacy services. Amazon says the goal is to treat weight management as a long-term condition, not a one-time prescription. Though Amazon Pharmacy will also offer meds like Wegovy, the cost could be as little as $25 a month with insurance or start at $149 without. Injectable treatments start at around $300 a month. Amazon says the advantage it has is convenience with same-day delivery and on-demand prescription renewals.
British lawmakers approved one of the strictest smoking bans in the world Tuesday. The measure would forbid the sale of tobacco products to anyone born in 2009 or after in the UK. That cutoff date will not change, so it applies to people under 18 right now, but in 10 years, it would include anyone under 28. Supporters say the goal is to create a smoke-free generation, effectively phasing out legal tobacco sales over time. The plan also includes vaping products. Britain has a strong financial incentive to reduce smoking-related illness since its health system is publicly funded. New Zealand passed a similar tobacco ban in 2022, but repealed it a year later after pushback from retailers and the tobacco industry.
Today is Earth Day, a time to show support for environmental protection. Experts say there are several ways you can help. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither is showing you some healthy habits to consider.
It's the only home we have, but caring for the earth and your health are two things you can do at once.
Earth Day is a great reminder that what's good for our health is often good for the planet, too.
Dr. Winnie Armand with Mass General Brigham says small changes can make a big difference for both. The first way to do that is to move more. Instead of using a car, walk or bike to where you're heading.
This helps boost both physical and mental health, but it also cuts down air pollution and greenhouse gases.
Armand says eating a plant-forward diet, focusing on foods like vegetables, beans, legumes, and whole grains, can lower risk of heart disease, diabetes, and more, while also reducing the environmental footprint of our food. Next, reuse more with simple swaps. A refillable water bottle or reusable food container cuts down on plastic waste.
This is better for our bodies and the environment, since most plastics are not recyclable and don't break down. And all this plastic ends up everywhere, our food, water, soil, and even inside us.
Armand says to be aware of fossil fuel emissions from things like idling cars or gas-powered equipment. Air pollutants aren't only bad for the environment, but can also cause many diseases. Finally, take time to enjoy the outdoors.
I'd say spend more time in nature and help create more of it, because there's actually good evidence that being in green spaces improves both mental well-being and physical health.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Well, still ahead, preserving family memories with the help from your spaghetti sauce. Say what? We'll explain Prego's digital recording device designed to capture conversations at the kitchen table. Stay with us.
Well, the weather's a little different today. Nice to see some rain in the area today. We desperately need it because of the drought situation. This is not going to catch us up or anything, but it's a little something for the yards and for the gardens out there, and maybe a few fields out there. Some farmers definitely needing the rain, and right now the shower activity is happening in Mobile. We're seeing some rain there. We've also had some showers out near Sims. It's starting to break up some across the area, but the Panhandle has seen a pretty good afternoon of some very light rain and some mixed in moderate downpours going on. So let's check out some of those areas. First, in the Mobile metro area, I've seen a pretty good downpour across Spring Hill now. That's transitioning up towards I-65 and Moffett Road. We're getting light to moderate rain in Midtown. Not much, but a few light raindrops downtown. And you see how Sims continues to get a few showers in your area. We're also seeing this rain around Loosedale and out towards Agricola, lifting up towards Highway 98. We're getting some showers around Wilmer this afternoon. Further up we go with Baldwin County starting to go quiet. We had a lot of rain earlier in Daphne and Spanish Fort. That's starting to wind down, but we're still getting some rain in the northern part of the county, and then a lot happening in northern Escambia County here north of Molino, up Highway 97 and Highway 29 here. We're getting a lot of rain north of Molino and up towards Century and Jay, and some showers there. So it's light to moderate in most spots, but at least it's something. It's not going to last a whole lot longer until about 9 p.m. This should be over with. Tomorrow should be a dry day, but the rain will come back in the forecast on Friday. So we've got an opportunity. Look at Friday here in the long range high-res futurecast. You can see the showers through Escambia County and northern Baldwin County. And looking at this as far as the overall view from the futurecast, as we look at a wider viewpoint and take it a little further out in time, there's that Friday rain going on, especially afternoon and evening. Saturday, we've got some showers around afternoon and evening as well, and that could go into Saturday night. So there's a lot more to track out there. We do have some rain chances. We'll talk about that more on Fox 10 News at 5.
Students across Baldwin County traded in their morning car rides for something more active.
I like this. It was part of Spring Walk and Roll to School Day, happening today in celebration of Earth Day. Students, parents, and staff gathered at designated meeting spots and traveled together in a group to campus. That includes in Summerdale.
The event is designed to turn the daily commute into something healthier and more community focused, encouraging students to walk, bike, or roll their way to class. Organizers say that the Baldwin County Safe to Route School Coalition is looking to promote physical activity while emphasizing safety and giving students a chance to just enjoy being outside.
Just seeing their smiles on their faces, it's just a blessing to have them come out with us every morning. We have a bigger crew today. I think they kind of got excited to have the news crew come out this morning with us, but it's just fun to watch them run, skip, jump, play. They don't get to have that much extra time. They are always in the classroom.
If I didn't live across the Bayway, it'd be nice to walk to work occasionally.
You'd have to leave early.
Oh,
I thought about when I was more avid in running, I thought about that. And then I thought about the route and I was like,
Yeah, you definitely take the Causeway. Bayway's too
yeah,
scary.
It's once I get across the Bayway.
Well, other participating schools included Fairhope West, Daphne East, and Foley Elementary Schools, plus Gulf Shore City Schools, Orange Beach Elementary, and St. Patrick Catholic School.
We should do it.
Okay.
After the baby.
Yes. Just push the stroller.
Yes. Brex.
No.
Okay.
That's not the baby's name.
Still trying to guess. Well, soon you'll be able to preserve family memories. Brex. What is that?
Brex?
I don't know. With the help of your spaghetti sauce.
Prego, not to be confused with Prego, is launching a digital recording device meant to capture conversations at the kitchen table. It's a partnership with a nonprofit called StoryCorps, which records and preserves everyday stories.
Called the Connection Keeper, the small device can store 8 hours of audio. It also has voice prompts to spark conversations.
You can keep the audio for your own prosperity or upload it to StoryCorps' public archive. The Connection Keeper goes on sale Monday for $20. I like this idea. It's very cool because I just think it encourages sitting together as a family at the kitchen table. And we always did that growing up, and that's something I want to implement, and we do implement in my family now.
Yeah, and cooking together.
Yes.
My family loves to cook, so pretty neat. Remember when a trip to the video store was movie night?
Yes.
After the break, video rentals are almost gone, but one shop is still going strong and celebrating 40 years in business. We'll have that for you next. Store in Oregon bringing back the magic of the olden days.
Hey.
Remember those?
Yeah. Not olden, just a few years ago. Remember when you had to go to the video store, you got to go to the video store, rent a movie if you wanted to watch one at home? Well, the Good Sides, IO Elise shows us why this place is the real thing.
Being new to town, Buck Newman walked into Real Hollywood Video excited for the nostalgic experience of renting a movie.
You're just surrounded by movies and color and excitement and the smells of the popcorn and the snacks.
He's not the only one following his nose. Christopher Knapp and his family pop into the shop weekly.
My daughter is like, first thing, can we get popcorn? Like, no matter what.
That familiar experience of looking for a movie on a Friday night and trying to agree on one the entire family will be happy to see is something he didn't think he'd be able to share with his daughter.
And it's just fun and nostalgic and wonderful and warm and cozy and amazing.
1985 is when this store started. It's also the same year Blockbuster Video started. They went franchise in 86, and now after all this, there's as many Blockbuster Videos as there is Real Hollywood Videos.
Martin Solano is the operator of the shop. He works alongside Jessie Adrian, whose parents are the ones who opened the store just months after she was born.
McMinnville is such a tight community that really supports local stuff, and so our customers have been really loyal to us and helped us through that, and so it is quite amazing that we've made it to 40 years.
In addition to the tens of thousands of titles they have available, customers, young and old, who come in looking for advice on what to rent will see retail food and drink items created by locals.
And I found out that this movie store is actually like a trading post for the art community in town, and it's so much more than just a movie store. It's connected me to the community media at the public access station, where I'm in a film club now, and I've worked with Martin and Jessie on really cool projects.
So what does the future of video renting look like?
Maybe someday there'll be a chip I give you that you plant in your glasses and you, I don't know. But however direction it goes, the Real Hollywood Video is going to try to be here to share that entertainment with you in whatever way it comes.
Myers in studio with what you need to know. And Shelby, this has been a major point of contention.
Yeah, it has, Lenise. We've covered it plenty. Moss closed a lake to the public in February of 2025, citing contamination and invasive species concerns, prompting pushback from local fishermen. Now a compromise. The Melvin E. Pierce Memorial Park at Fox Landing at Big Creek Lake opens tomorrow, offering controlled access with boat rentals, fishing, and improved facilities. You're taking a look at it today. We got to see a sneak peek. Kayaks are allowed with an access fee and must be cleaned before entering the water. It's $10 to rent a kayak and $10 to bring in your own and have it cleaned. Hours are Wednesday through Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the spring and the summer, and it'll close at 5 p.m. in the fall winter. Big Creek Lake serves as the main water source for 350,000 residents in Mobile and Baldwin counties. The director of Malls today saying the biggest threat to the water is invasive species.
It was determined that one of the most recent threats would be zebra mussels. Everybody's heard that term, and so to do that, we're going to try to protect the water source by limiting outside access and having inside boats that stay on the water. We'll continue Monday and Tuesday. We'll always have to spray a EPA-approved chemical into the water to limit the spread of invasive species, and hopefully we'll be able to limit the introduction of any other invasive species.
Now, opening this recreational facility is part of a lawsuit settlement agreement between Moss and the Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. The DCNR Commissioner, Chris Blankenship, called the lake a public waterway, citing Mobile County residents had been fishing in it since 1952. Moss wanted sole authority over the reservoir. This week, they reached an agreement in that suit with this controlled recreational opening. Moss says it and DCNR will also be working together to develop any other plans for additional recreational opportunities around the lake. Now, since that agreement was reached in civil court, a district court judge has also agreed with the DA's request to dismiss charges against fisherman Andy Ellsworth. We've reported on him. He was once charged and arrested with trespassing on the lake after it had closed. So again, those charges have been dismissed against him. Now, the fishermen behind the movement, which Ellsworth is a part of, Take Back Big Creek Lake, sent me this statement on the opening, which reads in part, quote, "We are happy that people will be fishing in Big Creek Lake again." And they go on to say, "We still believe there's a path for our own privately owned boats to be launched through certified inspections, decontamination washes like many states do. And we will continue our fight to take back Big Creek Lake from moss," end quote. For more information on the new recreational site, you can just visit jbconversefishing.com. Again, it's going to be open to the public tomorrow. In the studio, Shelby Myers, Fox 10 News.